Few things to go through from the log from over the weekend here. First one's an aggravated assault call I'll talk about. This happened at an apartment complex in the area, East 3rd Street and North Lewis Avenue, around 4 p.m. on December 26th. The victim in this case and a friend had went over to the apartment complex to visit another friend of his, and when walking into the stairwell of the apartment complex, the victim reported that a man who was associated with the friend that he was going to visit had started a fight with them inside the hallway there. During the fight, the man took out a pocket knife and stabbed the victim once in the left armpit area. The 26-year-old victim in this case was then taken by his friend to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and the man in this case, who was the suspect, had driven away in his own vehicle after the incident. In our investigation of the case, it does look like the man who's the suspect and the victim in this case are known to each other. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what happened leading up to this incident. The following day, around 2:30 p.m., the suspect was located by officers at a business near 10th Street and Cleveland Avenue and was placed under arrest. His first name is Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N, middle of Lewis, L-O-U-I-S, and last name of Anderson, A-N-D-E-R-S-O-N, 27 years old, of Humboldt, South Dakota. He was taken to jail for several charges, including aggravated assault, possession of controlled substance, and driving revoked. Questions on that today? Okay. The rest of the log, there were a few burglaries. Looked like they occurred at a storage unit. Family offenses and larcenies and narcotics for all usual reports. There are 2 robbery reports on the log from over the weekend that I'll talk about. The first one I'll cover today is a robbery that happened around 10:35 p.m. on December 27th near 41st Street and Gateway Boulevard. The victim in this case reported that he was a driver for a rideshare company and had given a ride to several people to the location where this incident had taken place. The victim reported that one of the people that were riding in the back seat had produced a knife and threatened him with it inside the vehicle. The male suspect then demanded that the victim provide cash to him via a Cash App, and the victim did comply with this request. At this point, the male suspect then demanded that the victim exit his vehicle, and when he got out, the suspect lunged at the victim with the knife but did not hit him with it. The suspect then got into the victim's vehicle, which still had one of the passengers that was originally in there with them, and then drove away. The suspect was described as a Native American male, about 21 years old, wearing a gray sweatshirt. The 63-year-old victim in the case did not have any injuries. The investigation is still ongoing in this case, but we did receive information yesterday that the vehicle that was stolen was recovered near Kadoka, South Dakota, and detectives are still following up on that information and leads related to that case. Questions on that? All right. Another robbery on the log, kind of a similar nature here, was on the 27th as well. This was around 7 p.m. near West 44th Place and Southwest Avenue. The victim in this case had reported that he just parked his vehicle in a parking lot near that location when a male wearing all black clothing and a black ski mask had approached him. The male suspect in this case took out a black pistol and threatened the victim with it and demanded his jewelry and his car keys. The victim gave the keys to the man, and then the male suspect also struck him once in the head with the pistol before getting into the victim's vehicle and driving away. Officers located the unoccupied vehicle belonging to the victim yesterday afternoon. The investigation is still ongoing in this case. The 22-year-old victim in this case was treated on scene for his injuries. He described the suspect as being a Hispanic male in his 20s and possibly someone he knew, but we're still trying to follow up on that information to determine who the actual suspect is in this case. No arrests related to those 2 robberies at this point. Any questions? As far as the rest of the log, there is nothing else noteworthy on there to cover, so that is all I have today. Thank you.